Twitter Spaces, the Cypher's live. Ozman collects, he's hosting dives through digital realms with shows at 5. Web V, meet Marvel, the narrative thrives. Weekends we speak with Josh and Stride. Collectors going digital, we coincide. Digital sweepstakes handouts for those who abide. Bring collecting space news, we never miss guys. V chill, kick back, geek modes. From car flips to comics, the spectrum loads.
All right. Okay, everybody. So, play a bit of chill out music while we get everything together. Hey, there he is. First one in the house. Xhibition, good to have you in there, mate. Richard, how are you? Hope all's well, mate. I'm just chilling out for a little bit. I'll get a few things together. Let me know if my audio is coming through nice and clear. Only because I was having audio issues last time I was doing this. So give us a thumbs up. Give us 100% if my audio is coming through nice and clear. Hey, there he is. All right, we've got someone to talk to. I'll turn this off. I'm sure Josh will be along in just a minute. Richard, how are you, mate? What's happening?
It's all nice and clear, Alex.
Excellent. That's what I want to hear, because last time I was having like audio issues and like, you know, or I have like, you know, what Josh was having like in my absence. Like all I could hear was, "Hello, you there?"
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's not been a very. I won't lie, it hasn't been a very pleasant last couple of days, but it's good now. So I'm here, so chilling in the space with the fam, just ready to just kick back and relax. So, what about you? How's your weekend been so far?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm just relaxing. I'm just a bit tired. Just work stuff.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, mine's a mixture of work and life at the moment. But
yeah,
we got a new, yeah,
right?
Sorry.
You got a new house, right?
I'm in the process of getting a new house. Our house has just been sold, so we're basically in what we call the chain now. So they're basically our solicitors or lawyers or whatever you want to call them are basically doing up the paperwork to sort of put the house through for sale, and then basically after that we have to try and find a house to go into, and then another process starts with that, and then basically everything sort of moves like in a chain. So we will go into the house that we want to buy, and then the people who are buying our house go into our house, and it's a long, lengthy process, but it's just it just takes time.
Yeah. That sounds absolutely exhausting.
Right, mate. Well, that on top of like, you know, work, life. I've got a few other issues that just popped up as well, so I got to try and deal with them. It's been a very trying couple of days. But I see we've got Evolved in the house as well. Omar's with us as well. Thanks for dropping in, guys. So I'm sure Josh will be along shortly. But yeah. Oh, actually, Richard, before I forget, I just want to I was actually going to give you and Chris a big shout out, because that was on my list of talking points. Is that you had your new collaboration with Go Collect on the top 100 oldest characters on VeVe. So very, very cool.
Yeah, that was a super awesome one to make. We had a couple of ideas for the next article, and what was it? We were on something, and I was like, nah, let's do this one, because Apocalypse had dropped. So
that's right. Yeah.
It's already 2 weeks ago now, I suppose. It's like, let's do that one, and then. But that in the Marvel world, everything is just you know all the retcons and that didn't actually happen, but also did one. So it is one big headache to do it. But I thought it was really fun to do it. Absolutely, because I don't think most people realize how old Mystique is, for example. Like she's like really old. She's like 250 years old, and she is in canon. She was the Sherlock Holmes, you know. So
really?
kind of, yeah. She's Sherlock Holmes, and so that sort of thing is really funny to put it in the article, and just to write it in a short verse, so that it doesn't become like an hour read or something. So you have to get like little snippets, but interesting. So that's why those top 10s are really fun to do.
And I was trying to thinking no. So who's going to be number one? It's like, I know Apocalypse is going to be out there because he's pretty old. I was like, I was just trying to think of there's one I was like, oh, it must be Galactus. It's got to be Galactus. Galactus is the only other one I can pick up that's like stupidly old. And yep, sure enough, it was number one was Galactus.
Yeah, that's super awesome, right? Yeah, and I think I talked about this before. So he was a Gallon, and then he moved over to our world, or the new world, basically the new Big Bang.
Yeah.
And for this Marvel world, the 616, that's going to be Franklin Richards. So Franklin Richards is going to be the one that's going to move to the next multiverse, the new Marvel universe. So yeah, super cool to do.
Ah, very cool. All right, well, looks like we gotta go through a few more people in the house. So we got Dokta Strange in the house, Ronnie Lido. Thanks for dropping in, guys. NFT Gents, say thanks for dropping in. All right, well, looks like we got a few people in the house. Let's play some intro music. We'll get into the episode. So I want that one. Courtesy of this guy listening in the background.
Cyphers live, Ozman collects, he's hosting dives through digital realms with shows at 5. Web V, meet Marvel, the narrative thrives. Weekends we speak with Josh and Stride. Collectors going digital, we coincide. Digital sweepstakes handouts for those who abide. Great collector space news, we never misguide. Be chill, kick back, geek mode, shit off, flips the comics, the spectrum loads.
All right. G'day, everybody. Osman Collect 63 here. We're back again with our Web V Weekends, episode 43. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, 43. So it's just powering on to episode 50. So imagine when we get to 50, that's going to be some celebrations going on there. But as always, guys, it's not just me here in the house. We got Xhibition Richard here up and speaking at the moment. Evolves in the house. Dokta Strange listening in the background. Ronnie Lido, NFT Gents. Thanks for dropping in, guys. Greatly appreciate it. And for anyone who's joining us for the first time, Web V Weekends is basically just a Twitter space or X space, whatever you want to call us now. Is we just basically kick back, chill, talk about digital collecting. So whether it be physical, digital, Marvel, DC, we cover all different types of fandom. So NFT projects, film, TV. So we're all about it. If you're a big old nerd and need somewhere to come and chill and relax and talk about everything, we're all for it. I mean, like predominantly we cover VeVe and the digital comics and collectibles over on that platform, but we're always open to everything else. But Richard, how are you, sir? And what's happening?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Like I said, a bit tired of work. Yeah. I haven't read anything this week with comics and everything, so I was just a bit occupied with everything. So no comics this week. I still have to buy Neighbor number 2 and Phoenix number 2. So nice. Yeah, and of course on Twitter I already see a lot of people talking about especially Phoenix number 2. So, what is this thing, right? You got Cyclops dead. He's like a space pirate, right?
Oh, yeah. Was that Corsair?
Yeah, that's the one. But the last couple of years, they all have a good relationship with each other. They lived on the moon for a little while with the whole family.
All right.
Yeah. That is X-Men number 1, 2019. So that one is like the Krakoa era. It's on the VeVe app. That is on the moon. So you got the whole Summers family. Well, pretty much everyone. I don't think Rachel wasn't there, but the other ones they were there. All the Summers, so Cable and
right.
Yeah, so everyone and the pet Wolfie, Wolverine, the pet.
So don't call him short.
Yeah, so and it was a whole big family kind of thing, and which was really cool. But now in the new Phoenix, I guess Corsair is back to being a cheeky bastard who left his family and they don't trust him or something. And I don't know, man. I don't like that kind of thing because they're just regressing again. I mean, sure, I have to read the whole thing, but I don't like that they just regress everything. And it's like, well, stuff happens. They
Mhm.
build a relationship. Everyone is calling each other dad and mom, and everyone is happy with each other. And now suddenly they just introduce, oh, we need a conflict because that is interesting. Oh, we'll do this. And I'm like, again,
It's like,
So,
it's like the same old story.
yeah,
They chuck a tantrum, everyone throws the toys out of the pram, and then that's it. We're back to square one again.
yeah, it's a bit of a shame because the Phoenix is a big book, right? Is where Jean really becomes the Phoenix, this cosmic entity, this god, basically. And I kind of feel like it takes away from it. But anyways, it's just the second issue, so. But we'll see where it's heading. We'll see where it's heading.
Absolutely. And we got Collectors Gone Digital, Josh in the house. Say, how are you, mate? You made it.
Yes, sir. First off, I'm so sorry, dude. I got caught up with a little bit of a issue with one of my clients, so I just had to take care of that. But yeah, sorry for being late. But how's everyone doing?
Good, mate. Good. So just chilling. So just having a little conversation about comics and Phoenix and the Summers family chucking tantrums and and causing problems again. But yeah, how have you been?
Well, just dealing with what I was dealing with the past hour or so. But no, I've just been with Rob and Sven a lot in Fortnite lately and building the maps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keeping an eye on what's happening with the community, which is a lot of roller coaster up and downs. So
yeah, that has been quite a bit going on with the community at the moment. Like I do have a few talking points for us to go over. But before I go any further, I need to say big thank you to you and Dokta for covering last week's Web V Weekends episode. So thank you very very much for that. Where is it? That one. Yeah, no, you guys did a fantastic job from what I've been told, and luckily enough, we managed to save a bit of the episode as well, because like I said, I thought it was lost to the voids of the VeVe-verse because some parts of it were either a little bit choppy or weren't recorded. But big shout out to Dokta Strange was able to retrieve some of it for us, so we managed to get that to YouTube for everyone to enjoy. So again, thanks guys.
Yeah, no worries, man. I was going to say a lot of the credit goes to the Doctor, man, because I tried opening a space, and for some reason, I thought I kept pushing the option to give people the option to come up, and it just wasn't working. So
yeah, it was actually quite hilarious to listen to, because all I could hear, the start of it was between you, Chris, and Guri. I think Doctor was like, "Hello, can you hear me? Is anyone there? Hello." It's like,
oh, wait, you can't actually hear me in the recording?
So I think some parts of it were recorded, but the majority of it was just basically just like hellos and can you hear me? So I was like, okay.
That's hilarious. I didn't even know that. That's so funny because I thought no one could hear me. So you can hear me in the recording saying all that?
Yeah, you can do.
That's funny.
Yeah, very entertaining. And also a big thank you for everyone who's taking the time out of your busy day to come and chill with us, and especially evolves with us. So Doctor's coming up to the stage. How are you, Doctor? We also got who else have we got here? We got Omar. Hey, Clarissa's in the house. Hang on. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I'm sorry, that's about the extent of my Spanish, but that's I reckon that's pretty good. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Like I said before, Ronnie Lighter's with us. Notorious Moon Boy's in the house. Thanks for dropping in. Hey, dukkencuvva's here as well. Say g'day, mate. If you want to come onto the stage at any point and say hi, you're more welcome to do so. Hey, Dr. Rolex is in the house. Dr. Rolex. If you have not checked out his guest appearance on the latest episode of Aloha Friday, definitely check it out over on the Real and Common podcast. Really, really cool episode. And also, Fro debuted his new video as well. If anyone hasn't seen it, it's hilarious as always. And Mr. Rolex, Dr. Rolex, again, big thank you for the kind words. Just in regards to what I do in the space. I did catch that, and I do appreciate it, mate. And yes, if you are interested, I would love to have you on Get to the Comics, but we can have that conversation another time. Or if you want to come up to the stage, and same with anybody listening at any point, you're more than welcome to do so. Hey, Mahalo Joe's in the background there as well. Hey, thanks for dropping in, mate. Hey, there's Sven. Everyone's rolling in. All the cool kids are here. Excellent. All right, so I guess what should we start with? Because there's been loads going on. We've had the aliens dropping today. We've had all sorts of bits and pieces throughout the VeVe space. We've had tons of awesome spaces going on. from the likes of Tails hosting his space about aliens Romulus. Mainsy's collector space was very, very interesting as well. And of course, there was over on Dr. Rolex being on Aloha Friday. But Josh, is there anything you'd like to kick us off with, mate?
I have a few points, but I think I'll probably save them till later. So why don't we start with your list?
All right, cool. Well, what about you, Richard? Oh, actually, sorry. How rude of me. Dokta Strange, how are you, mate? Thanks for dropping in.
I'm doing good, man. Another Web V Wednesday. We're up to episode 43, man. We slowly getting to that 50. Yeah, I don't know. I was just experimenting, Josh, on that last one, and I was actually recording it and didn't even realize like I was recording it till like 30 minutes in. And I was like, all right, I guess I got enough hard drive space. I'll just see what happens. Because I've tried to record spaces in the past, but like spaces I've been in, and for some reason it didn't pick up like what I was saying, but it picked up what other people were saying. So I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. And I was talking to Oz the other day and remembered, because I totally forgot I even recorded it. And I went back and it was still there. I'm like, okay. And I had 2 parts. One was like 50 minutes and another one was 5 minutes. So yeah, it was good to go. I sent it off to Oz, but I missed a lot of the beginning and the funny parts because, you know, we were still setting up things and I was trying to pull people up and co-host invites and, you know, it was all of that. But yeah, man, we still got it on there. Go check it out on YouTube, everybody. And yeah, man, dope show. But that's it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was still a fantastic episode. And yeah, I remember I got it. I was like, yes, we actually got something. We salvaged something. Okay, I can work with this.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was like, damn, it's gonna suck. We're gonna have that one episode. The number is gonna be missing, and like, you know, the playlist on YouTube. I'm like, nah, man, this can't be. So yeah, it definitely worked out, man.
Awesome. Yeah, right. So yeah, okay. Let's kick this thing off then. Let's start with how about we start off with VeVe, because that's what everyone 90% of the time comes and tunes in for VeVe. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we had the aliens drop. Did anyone go for the aliens drop?
Nope.
Nope.
But I do have a question.
Yes, go on.
Yeah, because I don't know much about Alien. I have seen some bit. I think I've seen Prometheus, but I wasn't sure if there was an Alien movie at the time. But can you give a little summary of the lore of Alien? Because I see all things about the engineer and xenomorph, and I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah, well, basically Prometheus is kind of like the prequel to the Aliens movie. So it's supposed to be like, you know, the origins of like, you know, the space jockeys. Basically, like, you know, how they like basically messed around with like the creations of life, and it basically, long story short, like it creates like this black goo, and the black goo is like supposed to be like an accelerant of like, you know, accelerates like, you know, evolution or something like that. And I mean, Prometheus was kind of like, you know, it was like, because I mean, like if you listen to Tails' space about aliens Romulus, he kind of explains this a little bit better than I do, but it's more or less Ridley Scott trying to take the Alien franchise in a different direction. Whereas for me personally, I just wanted to be like more focused on like Alien and Aliens are probably my 2 favorite movies of all time. I agree with Tails. I'm more like into like the xenomorph and just like the alien itself, like how it's like the ultimate killing machine, acid for blood. So it runs around, tears everything up, like, you know, that sort of stuff. But I mean, Prometheus. I mean, to me, I don't know. It can get a little bit wild. Has anyone else seen it?
The movie Prometheus?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've seen all of the alien stuff. Yeah. Why? What's up?
Yeah, because then it goes into Alien Covenant, which is supposed to be like basically David the android basically messing around with like the goo, and then he sort of out of that creates like, you know, the face huggers and xenomorphs and stuff like that, and then that's supposed to be what we get moving into Alien,
right?
That's right. But Yeah, but then you got like Romulus has just come out. Like Romulus is supposed to be the one that's sort of in between aliens and Alien and Aliens.
Yes.
So this is happening while Ripley's floating around in space, having a 57-year nap.
Nap. Yes. Yes.
So the origin is a bit the same as in the Marvel universe, where the Celestials are kickstarting evolution.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Actually, I like that.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Well, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I tried.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of
No, it was good. It was good. But and the engineer, who is that?
So
Who's the engineer?
yeah. So the engineers are basically like supposed to be like the big looking pale guys. So like like in the first Alien movie when they sort of like descend into the ship and they find like the big skeletal looking
Space
dude
jockey.
and the big space jockey. Well, these are that's supposed to be like a suit. And so they basically take it back in Prometheus. They take it back to their ship, like a severed head. They take the head off, and then there's especially like a pale looking bald dude on underneath it. And it's like, oh, okay, these are the guys who basically like meddled around and created life. Like you said, they're basically their version of the Celestials.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's cool, isn't it? Or is it just like Aliens is more like a horror slasher kind of sort of movie? And that is what you want it to be.
Yeah. Well, for me personally, like it's more like more like a boo, like a survival horror, like boo, hide from the scary thing type thing. Like a lot of suspense, a lot of like dramatic build up, and that's the sort of thing that I like.
Yeah, that's kind of funny because in the Marvel, the fans, they are a bit divided as well. That the Celestials sort of created mutation. So some people like it, others don't. So I guess that's the same thing in the fandom of Alien.
But yeah, what about you, Josh? Have you seen any of the Aliens movies? Have you finally got around to seeing Romulus yet?
Romulus is the new one, right? Or no?
That's right. Yeah, that's the one that's in cinemas right now.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that one, but Sven was telling me how it's the best movie, not best movie. He enjoyed it more than the Deadpool and Wolverine.
I know, I heard. I was like, ooh, that's a strong statement.
Yeah, well, I said the same thing because I know you said that was like your favorite movie. So I haven't seen the movie, but what are your thoughts on that statement?
Yeah, well, I mean, like each to their own, definitely. I mean, like Sven, if you're able to come up and speak, mate, by all means, go for it.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Doc,
I haven't seen it myself, so can't really add too much here.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just like just different types of film, I guess. I mean, like with Wolverine, Deadpool. I mean, like I basically laughed my ass off like the whole time I was in that cinema. It was fantastic. Whereas with Alien Romulus, I mean, I saw that in cinema like a week or so ago. Actually, funny enough, I was actually walking into the cinema when they dropped the article like for the Aliens drop we got on VeVe, and I was just like, oh my god. But yeah, I mean, Alien Romulus, I reckon, was really good. I mean, like the way it was shot was great. I mean, the cinematography was great. I mean, the face huggers were really cool. So Sven's up the stage. Yeah, Sven,
Hello.
How did you enjoy Romulus, myself?
For me, the Romulus movie, I went with my brother-in-law and two brothers.
Yeah.
And he was a big Alien fan too. He did see every movie before. And he told me there were a lot of references from the old movies in there, like something with a bitch or dropping.
That's right. Yeah.
So there were a lot of references, and even the actors were from the previous movies. Some movies, he told me. For me, this movie, for my brothers, it took a while to start, but when it started, it was very good. I had the time to watch it. I didn't have problem because it went slow at the start. I liked it, the build up. And for me, I liked it more than the Deadpool and Wolverine movies because Deadpool and Wolverine was a bit too brainless slash and fighting and that kind of stuff. And this movie gave me more like a story, and the build up was very nice there. I had I went scared twice. First time I checked the thing to move. I won't tell what it is, but it was near a hole.
Oh yeah. Oh, so I'm not sure if we lost Sven or not, but yeah. Oh, there he is.
Good things in it. I do know.
Giving up too much alpha there, buddy. Elon said no.
A lot, and more than Deadpool versus Wolverine, because of the story and the build up. Yeah.
So you actually cared a bit more about the characters, and like instead of just like just sitting back and just watching like Deadpool break the fourth wall and just crack jokes and like murder people. Whereas in Romulus, like you sort of basically care more about like oh, we want this we want this person to survive. Like don't go in there, run.
Yeah, and you expect them to die all, but I didn't have affection with one player or one that I needed to stay alive and do into the movie. I just wanted to watch, and if they all had to die, so what? I did like it. And the Wolverine movie was a bit fighting all the time. And I already had the feeling. I did see those trailers, and those trailers were, for me, for Deadpool and Wolverine, a bit too much spoiling because of I did see them all in English, and we in Belgium have subtitles, and I have the tendency to look at the subtitles. So you lose a lot of jokes while looking at the subtitles, because there's so good word jokes in Deadpool, and with the subtitles I did miss a lot of them, and I got it more the good feeling with the trailers from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, so
do they not play like English versions of the movie though in Belgium?
Yeah.
Like, would you go to one of them?
Yeah, it's English, but there's always subtitles in Dutch or in French. So you have the tendency to look at the subtitles. Even with the references of do you want to build a snowman and all those kind of things, if you read them in Dutch, it's not the same.
Does it have the same impact?
No, it doesn't have the same impact.
I thought you meant the movies were in Dutch and then you had English subtitles, but yeah, I get that.
Yeah, in English, and then you get the subtitles, but you tend to look at the subtitles more, and you miss the good jokes in Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's it, yeah.
But what did you see the both movies, Osman?
The which one? Sorry.
Did you see Wolverine, Deadpool, and Romulus now?
Yes, I've seen all of them.
And what for you was do you have the same feeling as me, or do you tend to say that Deadpool was better?
Well, I reckon they just had their own like sort of different flavors. I mean, like Deadpool and Wolverine was more like like I said before, like breaking the fourth wall, having a good time, like hack and slash and making jokes at Disney and Marvel and Hugh Jackman and everything else in between. Whereas Alien Romulus was more like about suspense, like cinematography, legacy characters, and a few other things like that. It's just that they were both really good movies. It's just they both had their different flavors.
And what if there was, for each movie that you did see, like for Wolverine and Deadpool, there was a part 2, and Alien Romulus, there was a part 2. Which one would you prefer to go to see?
I would have to say probably Aliens.
Yeah, and that's because of?
That's only because I've been more of a fan of the Alien and Predator franchise before I was a Deadpool and Wolverine fan.
Yeah. I was saying that to Sven. I was like, I feel like if any movie was going to beat the Deadpool and Wolverine movie for you, it would have been this one because of what you were saying about Deadpool and Wolverine, how it's like the best movie you've ever seen. But hey, that's a damn good question, Sven.
Yeah.
But
well played.
maybe Osman is a bit biased sometimes too, so maybe we should ask Exhibition. I don't know if he did see the two movies. Did you see the both movies, Exhibition?
No, I only saw Deadpool. I don't. I haven't seen.
Exhibition's having a little nap, I think.
Yeah. No.
But we need to have Josh. Josh should go more to the cinemas. We need to find him a wife or some girl material or a boy material. I don't know what he picks or prefers, but he has to go more to the cinema. He has to be up to date to these kind of things.
It's like, come on, get to the cinema.
Yes, get to the cinema.
Come on, do it now.
Guys said boy material. That's such a 2024 thing to say.
Yeah, but we have to be
an arrow
careful.
that is not that, you know.
We have to be so careful these days.
Yeah, actually, it just in saying that, like, it kind of goes back to what me and Dokta were talking about on Web V Wednesdays, like, because we had discussions about, like, what if they did, like, like a comic book series or something like that where they did like an Alien and Predator crossover, but obviously not like Aliens versus Predator. But what if they took the Marines of the Sulaco and put them in the jungles of, like, Guatemala battling a predator, and then they took, like, Dutch's team and put them on the Sulaco battling, or actually no, sorry, put them in on LV 26 battling Xenomorphs. How do you reckon that would play out?
Oh, that's a hard thing to think about. That's a lot of information to
Yeah, it's just like, ooh, that's a good question. Or it's like, or actually, funny enough, I saw one on X saying, like, it was like the Marines from Aliens versus, like, the Dutch's team from Predator, like, who would win? I was like, ooh, that's a tough one. Oh, of course, Arnold would win hands down, but it's still like, begs a lot of thought and discussion.
Cinematics would be crossed with.
Yeah, sorry, mate, go on. Ooh, I think our space is getting a little bit ruggy. Oh, maybe it's me. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, Elon's playing silly buggers again. All right. So we had the aliens drop today. So if you managed to land one, congratulations. I think last time I looked, it was the secret rare. Sorry, not secret rare. The ultra rare, the chest burst. I think was the only one doing relatively well. So how about we go do a little bit of shopping? We'll check out what's going on in the market. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what our items are doing. So we had the alien drop today, which was a 10 gem price point, I believe. And let's start off with the ovomorph, which is just a fancy way of saying really, really not a very nice egg. It's like laid from the Easter Bunny from hell. Right now, it's going for 2 gems and 98 frags on the floor. So that's going dirt cheap at the moment. And we have got, what's next? We've got the face huggers. Very, very cool. Actually, I'm loving the detail on all these on all these collectibles. By the way, they really like nailed it. Designing these. So we've got the face hugger, which is our uncommon, and that striking, about ready to wrap my tentacles around anything's face. And that is currently going for 5 gems and 25 frags on the floor. So again, very, very affordable. Obviously, if you got one on drop, you're probably not doing overly great, but that's how the game's played. What else we had now is the ultra rare. Right, there you are. Which is our chest burster. Looking like a... Oh, yeah. I love the details. And I've seen so many cool Vault videos come out of these as well, especially from the likes of Falcon, VeVe Vault Master's done a few good ones as well. Just the community in general has put together some really, really gruesome and really fun stuff with these. But right now, that one is going for 69 gems and 99 frags on the floor. So if you land yourself an ultra rare on the drop, you're doing pretty well. And then of course, we've got our crafting bits and pieces. So we had the base for the Xenomorph, which is going for 13 gems and 99 frags on the floor, which is our secret rare. And I believe to craft this one, you had to pick yourself up a Xenomorph from the store, and you could craft this for 5 gems. So if you did that, because I believe the Xenomorphs are 50 gems in the store right now, so it'd be 5, so 55 gems to craft for the base. So right now that's not doing overly great in comparison. But the one that is doing not too bad. Now this is really cool. If everyone's seen like the Nostromo corridor, the playset or the diorama that goes with this is like really cool. You can do so much cool stuff. It is going for 21 gems and 50 frags on the floor, and that's a rare. And again, that's another crafting opportunity as well. Same deal. You have to get yourself a Xenomorph from the store, and you can craft that, I believe, for 5 gems as well.
Yeah, that corridor is super cool. And when I look at pieces like that, I can't help but think what they're going to look like in VR when you walk down, stuff like that. The mist and everything blowing.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen so many cool aliens, little dioramas come out of it. But also other members of the community have been doing some cool stuff as well. Like I think I saw someone post one with Darth Vader sitting at the very end, basically mimicking the scene out of what's it, Rogue One, like where it basically just comes in and just demolishes everybody. But very cool. So yeah, mate.
Awesome. Yeah, between us. So you didn't buy one in the store?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
How come? How come? What happened? You were. I know you need to budget, but you told your wife, now I'm not gonna buy one into the store. It cost me 50 gems. I'm only gonna buy it cheaper in secondhand market, so we can build our budget to build our future. And now you're screwed twice.
No, I'm unfortunately, like I was saying to Richard before, I haven't exactly had a very nice couple of days the last couple of days because my liquidity, all my money has just evaporated very, very quickly because I had to purchase a plane ticket back to Australia because I have to go back to Australia in the next week or two because my mum is actually not doing overly well. So so I got to.
Oh, no.
So that's put a rather large spanner in my plans at the moment. So but yeah, so basically, long story short, my folks have got a few health problems that have gradually been deteriorating over the last couple of weeks, and now it's just sort of getting to the point now where anything could happen. So I just sort of made the decision saying that I've just got to get a plane ticket and just get out there as soon as I can, and I'm going to spend a week, just shy of 2 weeks out there, just to spend a bit of time with the family, and then just see where things go from there.
Yeah, we have to consider things in life first, and that's more important than. So, okay, we'll need to settle with that. And there's still an option. It's still in the store, so we can within a month or maybe 1 month and a half, you can maybe get your revenge there.
Yeah, Oz, and if you need me to take care of anything in the meantime, let me know.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate it. It's just like I said, it's throwing a bit of a spanner and things because I've got America, we've got Vegas coming up, just got life in general, and so the bank balance is not looking overly favorable when it comes to buying collectibles at the moment. But that doesn't mean I still can't participate in other forms, like by holding these spaces and talking about these awesome collectibles.
But you still got the alien, Osman. I still
have my one alien that I bought in the market, which is my 3-digit palindrome, which I'm very, very happy with. And I actually had a bit. Actually, when I was on holiday last week, I actually had a crack at doing some AR photos with the kids in that. And yeah, they didn't turn out too bad. So I've actually started to try and reintroduce my kids to playing around with the AR features on the app. So I took a couple of photos with my son with a Red Hulk and my daughter with a Spider-Man, and they were pretty happy with it. So there's still some hope yet.
Yeah, and you know what the fun thing is with that AR? My kid never wants to be on a photo. but if you say there's a dinosaur behind him, it goes
Nice.
good. It's so easy.
Actually, just on the subject of holidays, are you still on holiday, Sven? Are you back yet?
I'm back into work. That's why I was a bit later. I did already some work, but I'm
Nice.
back. I'm back at home. Back to work. Back to doing here and there a bit over hours to sponsor my VeVe problems.
So, how was your holiday? I believe you went to Italy. Is that right?
Yeah, I went to Italy. To the north of Italy. It's not far away from Venice, but my wife, her parents have a location there where they
Nice.
go every year, and she'll go first. I'll have 2 weeks on my own here in Belgium. I'll be at rest, and I'll have the good life here. And at the third week, I have to go to Italy to pick her up and then bring them back home. And at the second day, I brought them home. So it's a two-day driving. And it was a first day. My kid didn't eat at the morning, and he managed to throw up during the day maybe 12 times in the car. So it was a heavy ride. But now he's warned. So every time he goes with the car, he will probably eat now because it was the driving. He was car sick.
Oh no.
Yeah, but for the rest, we had a good journey. A lot of sun, better than here in Belgium.
Good. Nice to hear. All right then. So let's see what else is on my talking points here. Also, again, big thank you to everyone for taking the time to drop in and chill in the space with us. I see all the cool kids are still here with us. I see Hinato and D listening there in the background as well. Like I said, I gave the Aloha Friday with Dr. Rolex a bit of a shout out at the start of the episode. So, like I said before, if you haven't seen that yet, definitely do so because again, it's always a fantastic space, very chilled, and everyone's always welcome. Yes, Josh.
Now, just going back to when you were talking about the prices for the Aliens drop.
Oh yeah.
I was streaming with Emoji, and we had Circus Tiger come into the space. And Circus Tiger is one of the guys who makes some of the collectibles.
Yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah.
He ended up popping up on stage. We got to ask him some questions, and he actually ended up like talking about how, because I asked him, I was like, is the detail, the collectibles actually getting better? Or is it just the way you guys are presenting them? And he said he's been working with VeVe for like 6 months or something like that, and he said that even since he started working with VeVe, he's seen an increase in the quality since he started. So the quality is actually getting better, and he said that part of it is because apparently the geometry they can use when creating the collectible now has been doubled. So like the amount of restrictions they had before, they're less limited pretty much, which is why now we're starting to, I think, see the Venoms and the Carnages and stuff like that. So I just wanted to add that in because I know you were talking about the quality of the collectibles, so I think that's why.
Yeah, because we had a discussion before, saying so like could they possibly because they were saying like we got like awesome like detailed collectibles, but they said the animation seems to be lacking. So we sort of like speculate like maybe that's the trade off if you want like high digital looking high premium looking digital collectibles, you need to sacrifice animation or vice versa or something like that.
Yeah, glad you said that. I actually asked him that as well. He pretty much confirmed that, yeah, that pretty much is the case. When there's an animation, you have to there's more that goes into it, and you have to kind of sacrifice other parts of the collectible.
I see. Okay.
For the current system requirements being like the mobile and everything, but in the future that might change.
Okay, no, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, well, so my list of talking points here. So, just going back to VeVe. So we had the Alien drop today. Oh yeah, did anyone go for the Little Prince set yesterday? The Starcatcher, because I saw that one's still not sold out in the in the store. Anybody go for that one at all?
I did not go for it, but you just reminded me. I'm going to grab one in the market right now because I definitely want that, and I think it's going to be a three-part series. I said so. One more coming.
Oh, that's it. So let's.
And what's the motivation there, Josh? What's the reason you need one?
I just love the IP. I really like the first one. The second one, I can't remember the exact edition size, but it's less than 1,000, which is pretty scarce for something like that, I think. And then yeah, with us knowing that there's going to be 3 parts, I feel like I'm going to go for all 3. So
yeah, do it.
And is it because of childhood memories, or just because you just love the IP?
My mom did have the book. I did read it when I was younger. So maybe it's a mix of that. But then I don't know. Something about that first collectible I really, really like. I picked it up and it became like one of my favorite pieces in my collection really quickly. So the second one's like it looks fantastic as well. So
yeah, the animation was like really good. I mean, I've seen like a lot of the vault builders doing some really cool stuff with it.
yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. If you want to get yourself one, right now they're going for 22 gems and 99 frags on the floor. So that's a little bit down from, I believe it was a 30 gem price point. Yes, that is correct.
Sell out.
Did it sell out? No, I believe it has not sold out. Let's have a look. But we've got dukkencuvva up the stage. G'day, mate. How are we?
G'day, mate. How are you?
Good, mate.
All right. I just wanted to throw my hat in there. As Josh and you both know, I live in Switzerland in the French part.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, like the Le Petit Prince, the Little Prince, is like one of the biggest IPs there is in French culture, man. Like every single person from a French-speaking culture grew up on that. Everybody knows it. Everybody had it. There's just like, it's massive, massive, massive. I know it's not in the English-speaking world. I know it's a big thing, translated in 500 languages and all that, but in French culture, this is something you see everywhere. Everybody knows this IP, man.
Yeah, right.
So I just thought I'd throw that one in there.
If you live in France, can you get on VeVe?
Well, I live in Switzerland, in the French part of Switzerland, but yeah, there's a whole French community.
Right.
The XR event was in France.
So
where they had that.
So if it's popular, not to cut you off, my bad, but just want to get the thought out. If it's that popular there, you got people in Canada, you got people in the United States. How do we not sell out 1,000 of these?
The first one didn't sell out either. So just for some context, like the first one had a ton of hype as well. I remember when the IP got announced, like people were flooding social media, and it was announced quite a while before the actual drop, I think too. So people were expecting it. But yeah, like I think it's the second most translated book behind the Bible. I think second or third.
Yeah, right after the Bible.
Don't quote me on that, but it's definitely top 5.
I think it actually beats the Bible in translation.
Yeah, I heard it was the number 1.
Yeah, I think it actually beats the Bible in the amount of languages it's been translated into.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, the first one didn't sell out either, which was a little bit of a shock. But this one not selling out, I don't know. I think it just comes down to it's a mix of like education too. It's like the people who are like actually involved in NFTs versus the people who, well, it's just I don't think the market's
a lot to think about. Lots of process.
Keep in mind, we still don't have massive numbers on VeVe, and I would bet dollars to donuts that the vast majority of those people are from the US. So.
So we have enough.
Pretty sure.
So we have enough people specifically from France to do a whole VeVe France group, but not enough to sell this out. That's crazy. That was only 1,000.
Well, I said, well,
yeah, I was quite surprised it didn't sell out. To be honest.
It's also a question though too of like how many of those people knew about the drop and also didn't go for it. Because there's like it's a question of incentive too, right? Like whether people even want to add it to their collection right now.
Right.
That's true, yeah. Because I mean, like the sentiment's down like across the board, whether it be like collectibles, the crypto market, like stock market, all that sort of stuff. Sentiment's like down all over the spot. I mean, to be fair, it has ticked up a little bit, like with the announcement, like future rate cuts and stuff like that. But eventually things will may eventually turn around. But just for a bit of fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just looking at the Little Prince in the market right now, and right now there are 27 of the Little Prince on the Moon in the market. And there is 959 of them still left in the store.
Yeah, so that's a healthy number.
That's a lot.
There's less than that. There's 959 total, I think, isn't there?
Yeah, I think so. Because what is the edition size on this? Is a good question.
I think there's about 600 in the store.
Yeah, this is total
Oh,
editions.
600 in the store?
Wasn't it? Yeah, because
25 or 600.
well, right now I'm looking at total editions. Says 3,440.
Oh, you're talking about the first one.
I'm talking about the
Sorry.
first one. Yeah, sorry, the
Yeah,
second
sorry, my
one. Yeah,
mistake.
that's right. So the second one there is 942 editions, and there's still 581 left in the store. So
Wow.
So right now there are currently 36 of them in the market.
Well, I mean, if VeVe does what we all think it's going to do and all hope it's going to do, then those numbers are small, and that will be worth a lot more money in the future.
Yeah.
If not, well, then it's as good as it gets anyway, and well, there it is.
Yeah. At the very least, it does cool animation and looks cool, and it will look cool in VR.
Beautifully done. I think it's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
it is.
I bought one.
It is a nice piece. What about you? Duncan? Have you been buying up anything else lately? Because I think you were saying you were targeting was not because I know you're big into Tokidoki.
Yeah.
Were you? Because I remember you were saying you're picking up something else. Is it? I want to say Mermacornos.
Oh yeah, I collect. It's kind of a story, right? Like I had I started collecting the Mermacornos just not because I'm into Tokidoki, but just because back then it was like the biggest set on the app. I was like, you know, I wouldn't mind getting that. There's a lot of them. It's going to be hard to get. And then I ended up getting like 3 or 4 Mermacornos Series 2 ones with palindromes. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll try and complete that set with palindromes. And I did that. I thought, you know, what if I could get like all of them with palindromes? And so that's what I've been doing, man. I've just been doing that. So I've got there's like 3 or 4 of the Kawaii All-Stars that I don't have with palindromes. But other than that, I've got all the Tokidokis with palindromes, all the Dragon Girls, all the Unicornos, all of them.
Did you see the one that O'Malley just posted? Apparently, it's rarer than Donnie now.
Oh, is that
That's well. Here's the thing with that, because I've been sussing that out as well. I'm part of some Tokidoki groups in Facebook and all that, and I had a look at that. And there's only a few of them minted. There's more of them now. I think there's like 10 or something in the market at the moment. What he's saying is that there's so few minted, so few redeemed that it's rarer than Donnie. But the thing is, there's a 2-year redeem window on these. So if you're buying them for $1,000, man, people have got till 2026 to redeem these codes, man. There's 600 of them total.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't go spending that kind of money.
Yeah, right. So I'm just trying to see if I can find some. Oh, here we go, Captain Stormy. So yeah, there's only 10 of them in the market at the moment, and right now they are going for 925 gems on the floor.
Yeah, that'll drop dramatically, man. That'll drop drastically over the next 2 years. Trust me.
You think a lot of people are going to redeem over the next 2 years? Because I know the Wakanda poster, kind of like a similar thing. Not a lot of people redeemed at first, and I still don't think a lot of people have.
I think it's going to be extremely, extremely rare, because 90% of the redeem codes are going to go to physical collectors, and none of them care about NFTs. And the thing is, I looked at the website, and to get that chaser, there's like a 1 in 50 chance of getting Captain Stormy. So I reckon that, I think there's going to probably be more than Donnie, but still not that many.
Does it say, does it have an edition size here? Yeah, it says total editions 623. For the Storms, yeah.
It might be rarer than Donnie. I couldn't see more than like maybe 200 of them ever getting redeemed. Even in the 2-year window, I couldn't see more than that.
Well, let's see. With Donnie, let's have a look what Donnie's sitting at. So right now, Donnie is sitting at 9,999 gems on the floor. And there is, according to this, there's 150 editions of Donnie.
It's 150, but you also got to remember that was one of the first drops that they did.
That's right, yeah.
So who knows how many of them are in locked up bot accounts? Who knows how many of them are in dormant accounts? Who knows how many people paid, like that was sitting at like some crazy, it was like $100,000 or something. It was like some mental amount of money.
Stupid money. It was like stupid money at one point.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I think it's a bit of a false comparison. What O'Malley made there, but I think he's just trying to pump the one he's got.
Also, as well, with that Captain Storms, I do also notice that Dr. Rolex has got one for sale as well. So if anyone's looking for a a Captain Stormy mint 359. Mr. Rolex is definitely got one there if anyone wants to grab it. Say obviously not financial advice, but
Well, I'll let you in on a little cheat. I got the other limited edition one, the Comic-Con one, wherever it was from, the D23 one. Oh no, like whatever it was. Not the Captain Stormy, but the other one. And just by going into that Facebook Doki group and like messaging in there, going like, if anybody picks this up, I just want the VVD redeem code. I'll buy it off you.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody got it, and they sold me the redeem code. They got their $15 that they paid for their Unicorno, their Mermicorno, and I got my Palindrome. And $15 I got that one for.
Nice.
Trying to do the same thing with Captain Stormy, but I haven't got any responses yet. But like I said, it's a 1 in 50 chaser, so
yeah, so might take a while.
yeah, if I can do it at all. But I'm sure as hell not paying $1,000 for it.
Nah. No, you could do so much with 1,000 gems on this app.
Yeah, but but if anybody does have any of the Kawaii All Stars with palindromes, I'll pay you for it, multiples of the floor.
Oh, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here. Also, as well, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's taking the time to listen in to the conversation. I see the likes of we've got Chris Severs listening in the background. Oh, Chris, I was just saying to Richard before, I was giving you guys a bit of a shout out with the collaboration you guys did with the new blog you brought out from Go Collect about the top 10 oldest characters on VeVe list. So it was very, very, very cool. And we had a bit of a conversation about that. And it's no surprise. I thought Galactus was going to be number one because no one's older than Galactus. So again, another fantastic read, guys. And if anyone's there it is, pinned to the top of the chat there. Thank you, Richard. For anyone who wants to check it out and give it a read, it's definitely worth reading because it's always a good read when it comes from Chris, especially when he's in collaboration with Richard or someone else. What's it? Well, so I see who else to see there? I see Shawnee Poo listening in the background as well. Shawnee, thanks for dropping in, mate. So Omi Shawan's with us. And VeVe NFT Comics. Hey Tony, thanks for dropping in, mate. That just reminds me on my list of talking points. I want to give a big shout out to Tails and Main's collector's space. Main's collector's space had a really good conversation about old phones. And I saw that post that Tony put on X. Really, really cool. My first phone in particular was a Nokia 1100. Fantastic phone. So it had a battery that would last you weeks. It was black and white. Only could talk, call people, and text. Had Snake, and had the interchangeable fronts and backs, so you could put the custom little pictures and stuff. And those were the days. Kids today will know cool stuff like that. And also a big shout out to Tales from the Rizzo who hosted the space, talking all things Aliens Romulus, which Mr. Falcon, Emoji, even VeVe NFT Comics that jumped in. I wanted to jump into that space, I really did, but unfortunately I was tied up with life and family stuff, as I was saying a bit earlier. But I caught the replay, and it was a really, really good and a very informative space. And also this one's also another very important one. I'll quickly shout out. There's a big shout out to Rebel Duck for he held a space last night to remember Pyro. But for those of you who are familiar with him in the X spaces, he was one of the OG members of the X space. He passed away just over a year ago now. And it's just a space just to remember Pyro. Me personally, I had only spoken with Pyro a couple of times, but my interactions with him were always positive, and he seemed like a really, really cool dude. And very sad to that he's not with us anymore, but at least he's remembered in the hearts and minds of everyone else. So big shout out to Rebel Duck for holding that space. Let's see what else is on my talking points. And another big shout out as well is Viva La Vivi. He managed to hit 5,000 collectibles and comics. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I thought I'd give him a shout out and give him one of these as well. Anyone who hits ridiculous numbers on comic books and collectibles should always deserves a shout out. So very, very cool.
Yeah, and he not only have a load of comics and collectibles, but he has all these special mints.
He does. He does. I mean,
Oh man, it's
I always see him.
crazy.
I always see him like every time I open my X now, I always see him like picking up some 1, 2, 3 mint or 4, 5, 6 or just some random mint here and there. I'm just like, man, him and Chris have been spending way too much time around each other.
Yeah, and he does the 111 but he picks them up cheap as well. Like he collects everything with a 92 or 97 in it, like 920 or 970. So it's gonna look so cool, man, when we have the VeVeverse in 2030 or something.
Yeah. Well, when it eventually gets here, it's a question of when. But it's gonna be so good. When we go into each other's spaces, we can start displaying all that stuff on our walls and VeVeverses and whatever. Yeah, I can just imagine his is just gonna look like absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he can group them all together, like all the 97s and all this and all the 111s and the 4 times the 1.
Yeah.
Gonna look insane.
Is it normal? I can only hear you also. Could it be me?
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
can.
I'm not you.
Yeah, sorry, Sven.
No,
it sounds like it might be you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know out there, ladies and gentlemen, if we're coming through nice and clear, if we're having audio issues or anything. Also, feel free to post anything in the comments as well. I do try and make a habit of trying to shout out in the comments. If you don't want to come up and speak in the space, that's totally cool. You can always write something in the comments, and I'll do my best to try and read them out and get to them when and where I can. But of course, like I always say, if you want to come to the space at any point during the show, so you're more than welcome to do so. If you want to share your collecting experience, talk about some other fandom that we're not familiar with, or just in any other cool geeky stuff in general. So we're all for it. There you go. Dee's just posted a picture as well of the old school Snake. Like he says, best game ever. So yes, it was. I lost a good chunk of my life of my early teens playing Snake. It was fantastic. But yeah. Okay, what else am I? This is a talking point. So VeVe stuff. So. So yeah, what have we thought? So we've gone over the aliens drop, we've gone over the Little Prince one. We also recently had the planets stamps before that as well. Looks like that was also not sold out, but it looks like a lot of cool stuff coming out of the planet stamps. Did anyone go for any of the planet stamps?
I did not.
No, me neither.
Those things are super cool. Nice wall art.
They are very nice. I mean, at first when I first saw them, I thought they were going to be animated, but they just look really, really cool. So that's basically all that's happening on the collectible front on VeVe. I think they haven't been sneaky and dropped anything else as far as I can tell. So let's have a look over the comics. So comic wise, we got a couple of comics coming. So on Tuesday, the 27th of August, we have got Marvel Digital Comics Wolverine 1988, which is number 75, which is the first appearance of Wolverine's bone claws. This is after Magneto's done his thing and stripped him bare of his adamantium, and now he's gone all savage with his bones all over the place. So very, very cool. So it says here, Wolverine number 75, the first appearance of Wolverine's bone claws. As death looms near for Wolverine, Jean and Professor Xavier delve into his memories. Robbed of his adamantium, Logan lies between life and death. This release features cover art by Adam Kubrick and Trevor Von Eaton. So very, very cool. Also, another thing is I realized as well, I mean, it's cool that they're saying who the cover art is done by, but it doesn't actually say if it's VeVe exclusives now or if they're if you can find it in real life. It doesn't seem to be very distinct anymore. So again, VeVe, great year that you're putting out the cover artists like we suggested, but yeah, I think we might need to just add a little detail in there, whether it's like a VeVe exclusive or in real life print or anything like that. But again, yeah.
What's cool is last week during the show, the VeVe account sat and listened to the entire show, despite all the technical difficulties and all that. And Dokta was the one to point that out to him as well while they were in the audience. So hopefully they do start doing that. Did we lose our host now? Or did
Oh yeah, I thought it was me. I think we lost our host.
Oh no, sorry, no, sorry. That was me. I had my mic on mute and I forgot to turn it off. my bad, ladies and gentlemen. My bad. No, I was just saying that it was good that because we mentioned that to MC last time he was on, and yeah, he took that feedback on board and they changed it. So maybe hopefully they'll listen some more and take some more feedback on board. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to the comic, it is a $6.99 price point and it is 5,000 editions. So, what do we think of this, guys? What do you think of this comic, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, it's a cool comic, but I'm gonna skip this one, and I think it's not gonna sell out either.
No, I don't. I think the Ultra kind of looks a little bit, I don't know, cartoonish. It looks a little bit off. I don't know.
Yeah, it is the outline.
No,
I think it's the outline. It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Looks a bit weird. Yeah.
I don't know. What about you? Doctor? Do you have any thoughts on the comic at all?
No, not yet. I haven't really looked at the drop details too in depth, other than what you just broke down. But it's fitting that we're getting this book. Correlation with the movie and all that stuff. So, it's good to have for the collection. Rounded out storyline wise, but drop wise, probably won't be going for it.
Yeah, same. No, I won't be going for it. Though I do like the secret rare though. That looks pretty cool. With, like, Wolverine on his knees, like, his hands all like bloody with his claws in the air. But I am digging that cover. Yeah, so we got that one coming on Tuesday, and then over on what's next Thursday. So on Wednesday we actually got a Disney comic coming. So we've got Disney Digital Comics presents Snow White. So it says, rediscover the enchanted adventures and magical drama of the very first Disney full-length animated movie in this comic adaptation. Snow White drops in blind box waitlist format on the 28th of August. So very cool. They're out there for the Disney fans. So we just basically got different covers and variations of Snow White. So we've got some of her, like, singing to the doves, like holding the bucket next to the well. Maybe singing to the bucket, not the doves. I'm not sure. Maybe she's having an off day. Then we got the classic witch with the apple. She's like looking, ooh, nice juicy apple. She's like, yeah, look, eat the apple. And then, of course, we got the Snow White and the seven dwarves. They're all off to work in their diamond mine. Grumpy not looking overly happy there, and Doc all look very, very cool. And but yeah, so it says so the main cover. Okay, so they've all got different cover art. So yeah, basically it's a $6.99 price point, and it is actually there's only 2,000 editions on this one, so quite scarce. So how do we feel about the Disney comics? Or is anyone actually going for the Disney comics?
I think VeVe Magic will buy one.
I think there's a pretty high probability that either Yo-Steph or VeVe Magic might pick one up.
Do you know what, man? I don't touch comics. I don't know. I've got like 10 comics and 6 of them are just UR propagandas, right? But I would buy that if we could display them because I like the artwork on it.
Yeah. So if you're not heavily into comics, dukkencuvva, what comics do you own?
Well, I've got a few of the propagandas, the Ron English one, and then I've gambled on what I get. Like, what have I got? I got a Hulk 180,
Nice.
Hulk 181.
Nice.
The Spider-Man Deadpool thing, and then the other one I got actually isn't a comic; it's the Ultraman manga.
Yeah. No, nice.
Yeah, I don't touch comics. Speaking about that, what's it like on that VeVe Comics app? I mean, is there money to be made on there? I mean, I know that they're really low editions, but are any of them worth anything?
Well, yeah, so, some are, especially the like the secret rares. You have the variants, and so 2 weeks ago you had a Jim Lee that I pulled. That one is worth money, but yeah, there's no way I'm going to sell that one. So everyone who has one. It's just a couple of people who are collecting them. They keep them, and then there are some people who have a small gambling addiction, and they might pull two, and they put one on the market, and that's cool. But the VeVe Comics itself, the VeVe Green, that is just for reading. It's for reading and collecting, and that's how I see it. And then you got those. Last week we had the J. Scott Campbell Magic. That one is awesome.
That's right. Yep.
And those, they are all really, really scarce. They are all like 10 editions or 20 editions, 40 total available. But so if you want to speculate a bit and you can hold on for a couple of years, you might. But it's a very, very niche market because the comics itself, the comics itself, they are just the comics. It's just the weekly comics, and we read them. That's why I buy them. But some they can be worth money, especially like in the Uncanny X-Men. That one with Rogue on it that Jim Lee did. That one has introduced 4 new mutants. So. But that happens all the time. Every 3 or 4 months, you got a couple of new mutants. So it doesn't mean anything per se. I think the only.
Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say this is why. Like I used to have a stack of comics, man, but I sold them all for this very reason because I was one of those people who was just speculating on them. But I don't know anything about the comics, so I was only really just buying off what I hear from YouTubers and whatnot. This one's important for this reason and blah blah blah. And I don't know anything about them. I don't collect them. I don't read them. That's why I got rid of them all.
No.
Yeah, they used to just stick to the ones that VeVe Blue VeVe Blue drops, because pretty much all of them, they are all classics and key comics. Now we are delving in a territory that is like Bone Claws. That is not necessarily a key book. I think collectors want to have 1 or 2. I'm gonna pick up 1 or 2 for $2, but all the other ones like X-Men #1 and Giant Size and the first Iron Man and first Doom and Fantastic Four.
That FA Iron Man cover, bro. That some of those old ones, like I said, when we can display comics, then I'll start buying them up, and the old ones are going to be the ones I'm going to go after, man. Because some of the artwork on the cover of those old ones are just gorgeous, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm just preparing for that now, because now they are cheap, and some of the like the classic the X-Men #1, they are a bit more expensive, of course. But I'm looking for comics like Avengers Annual 10, for example. That's the first appearance of Rogue. That one is really cheap, and it only has 4,500 editions. That is not a lot, and so you can just stack them. So every month I just buy like 5, and then I buy 5 Gambits 2 weeks later, and then 2 weeks later something else drops. I buy 5 of those, and just slowly, no FOMO, and that's how I make my collection a little bit bigger.
Yeah, nice. I do admit I've been the same as well. I've been sort of looking in the market from time to time, and if there's there's so many common comics just going for gem at the moment. So just if it's something I haven't added to my collection, or something I want to read, something I might have some remote interest in, I ain't got a problem spending a gem here, a gem there. It's just something that I can read, and maybe potentially at the very bare minimum, if let's say if this thing really starts pumping, you can sell it for two gems. That's it, double your money, done deal. Or if it's something I want to keep later on, I might use it in an episode of Get to the Comics. So then that's always good too. But
and the other thing is, I think maybe in the future we are going to get transfers again. So if I have, let's say I got what was it last week? X-Men, new X-Men, number 114, the first Grant Morrison, Evo Extinction, FA Cassandra Nova, that one.
Oh yeah.
That one doesn't sell out at all. So I buy those for like 150 or something, and then I will have 10 or 20 eventually, and then they're going to burn them, and then you have a total 1,000 editions. So maybe then in 2, 3, 4, whatever, in 10 years, and we have transfers again. I don't know, man. You can do things like a giveaway, and then it's like, oh wow, this one is scarce. You know, it doesn't work really now because we only have 3,000 to 6,000 users.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. What I'm looking for is like we'll come the day when we eventually get transfers back. Like, you can actually use that to sort of like onboard new users. Like, you can sort of like get like a family member or a friend or something like that. Hey, come check out like the VeVe app. Like, here's like a gem comic just to get you going. Have a play with it. This is what you do. If this is like a character that you enjoy or a story you want to dive a bit more into, here's the first edition. Go run wild and check the app out for yourself, and then from there, it just spirals, and like next thing you know, they've built up a massive comic book collection. Like, that's one of the reasons why I would like to have transfers back, along with having giveaway options and stuff like that.
I think it's massively underrated, the impact that transfers could have for onboarding new users, man. Like you said, just giving them away. I mean, even if they don't keep them, you give it to somebody, they, like a $10 comic, they sell it, they've got 10 gems to spend, they can go shopping on the app.
Exactly.
Boom. Like, come on, you know what it's like when you get a collectible. And then you go, like, you look in your sets and you're like, oh, that set's incomplete. I still need that one and that one. You got to get the set, right?
Exactly.
Man, transfers would make a massive difference. I don't understand why we don't have them back yet.
No, well, I mean, like I said, we've speculated on, like, in the past, saying, like, it could be like regulations, it could be licenses, it could be all sorts of bits and pieces. But I'm sure, like, that will be coming somewhere in the future. I mean, like, it has to be, because at the end of the day, it's also part of the collecting experience, isn't it? Like, because that's one of the reasons why you like collecting stuff, is because you like you want to display it to others, you want to trade it. It like goes back into the days, like, where you had, like, where you're in the schoolyard, like, trading things, like, I'm not like this might have been like how it was like for you in school, dukkencuvva. But I know, like, being in school in Oz, like, we had, like, things like, you had like your basketball cards, you had like marbles, you had like, we had tops as well. Like, oh,
where are you from in Oz, man?
Originally from Western Australia, from Albany, Western Australia. So it's like south of Perth.
Yeah, right. I don't know that area. I'm from Sydney.
Ah, right.
And in Sydney, man, the big thing was rugby cards, man.
Ah, yeah.
Football cards. I remember that was massive. And if you got the like the card that had the logo of the team, that was it. You were a winner.
Yeah.
Didn't matter if it was rare or not. I had the picture of, the Canberra Raiders Viking or whatever.
Yeah. No, I remember, like, on my side of Oz, like, it was like, the AFL cards. It was the NBA cards as well. Like, had like, your Jordans, your Shaquille O'Neals, that sort of stuff. They were big back when I was in school. What else was there? There's so much. But yeah, it was basically like, especially when Pokemon cards came out, that was a big one. And we also had Marble Day as well, like, where everyone was like trading
marbles. I was about to say that.
Marbles. Yeah. Now we're talking. Yeah, we had like Marble Day, like, that was another big one as well, trading marbles. So, like, just trading is part of the collecting experience. So, like, they must be working on trade, like, trades or transfers in some degree. I mean, like, you can see there's a bit of traction going on over on was it the StackR app, like, with the Omi to NFT stuff. So, I mean, that's at least something.
Man, everybody, like, not everybody, but I see some people ragging on VeVe because they, like, they had to do a third party app or whatever. Man, I'm super excited about this StackR thing. And, like, come on, it's Dr. Profit. This guy is dedicated. I mean, I know he's heavily invested, but I don't think that that's the main reason that he decided to do it. I think he wants to advance the experience, because he wants what we want. Exactly. And I'm super excited about what they got going on there, man.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, like, not only does he benefit from it, like, being like, so heavily invested in VeVe, but we all benefit from it. And, like, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm sure he's a collector just like everyone else.
Can't wait to see what they do with that.
Yeah, I mean, I do admit I've never actually really used it much myself, but, like, I've heard, like, others have used it. I mean, like, others in the community have, like, been stress testing it, and it's come back with, like, very, very positive feedback. So yeah, I'm excited for it, and very interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm not in the Omi NFT beta or something, but StackR itself, I use it every day, multiple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I was using I used my NFT StackR before. I used other ones as well, but StackR by far the best, especially now because it goes so fast. I sell something or buy something, and I go on StackR, and it immediately pops up the transfer, not in my portfolio or my account, but the transfer is like there in seconds. And so what I use it for is for mints, for mint hunting. So the X-Men 114 I just mentioned. I'm not buying all the secret rares anymore, but that one, it was 40 gems, and then I looked, oh, this is a high one, and then I'm gonna check StackR. It's like, oh yeah, this is the highest mint. I thought so, and then I buy it. So StackR is ridiculously valuable for me.
Yeah, right.
And I know a lot of others as well. Yeah, 100%.
Can I ask you a quick question there, man? When I was at Crypto XR, I was talking to D-Roy from Suye London Police, and he showed me something. I don't know. I wanted to ask you if it's StackR that does that, but he showed me that you're able to search mint numbers and it'll tell you who owns which mint numbers. Is that on StackR that you can do that?
Yeah, that's how we find each other. That's how we find. We are sending each other DMs. Like if I see something on the market itself by accident, and I got like, "Hey, bro, this is one for you." And but StackR itself, yeah, definitely. So my mint number that I collect specifically is 616. And so first I want to know if it's actually has dropped on the app, because not everything sells out, and sometimes VeVe. I know a couple of X-Men comics 616. It's in VeVe's wallet.
Oh,
so
damn!
That's super annoying.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's on StackR. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
cool.
so that's how we use it. It is absolutely godsend. I absolutely love StackR 100%. It's amazing.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to use that to find my palindromes, man.
Yeah, I might do the same as well.
Absolutely.
Write this down, ladies and gentlemen. This is good stuff.
Because I'm on StackR, I've been on it. Like I've just never really used it because I didn't really get what the point of it was. But now you're explaining to me how you can use it. What it
you can just
for.
type in the mint number. You can just type it in. So that's how I do for 616. But when I'm looking for the highest one, then I have to scroll a lot. But it's there. The information is there. So that is awesome.
Oh, that's very cool. I'm going to have to play around with that a little bit more.
So just looking in the comments here, like, I got a few people posting a few things in the comments. Vegan of Things has posted something about we've got a community extravaganza coming on Sunday, August 25th. So that's today. Join us on VeVe's Discord to celebrate the community and win prizes. Okay. So apparently there's something going on over on the VeVe Discord community extravaganza, which is happening right now. So please don't leave our space for too long. If you want to go check it out, please come back. But that's
where do we find that? Is it on the event stage or?
Well, let's have a look. It just says join us on VeVe's Discord to celebrate the community. So maybe vegan things. If you're still out there, mate, maybe give us a little bit more info about where to find it. But maybe it's in the it's somewhere on VeVe's Discord, so whether that be events or community extravaganza. But that's out there somewhere.
Oh, I hate Discord, but I'll have a crack at that.
Yeah, you know what the other cool thing is about StackR is that you can. So my wallet, everyone can see it. You can type in your name, so you can attach your name to your wallet. So then everyone can see what I have. So that is really good, especially for YouTubers or when we are in this space. Is that like sometimes we are just enthusiastic about IP or a comic. And we're not necessarily pumping our bags. You can just see it. So I know Sleepin is there. He has it, and all the others. You can just watch by name. So if somebody goes, "Oh, you need to have this one," it's like, "Oh yeah, you got 185 of those." And sometimes like, "Oh, they only have 3." So it's like it gives some transparency.
Yeah. Also as well, Tony, VeVe NFT Comics was also posting as well. As shown in the public VeVeverse material, comics look great displayed in there. So it's basically saying that comics look great displayed in the VeVeverse. I'm sure Fro can attest to this as well, because I see you listening in the background there, mate. So thank you very much for tuning in. Also, I gave you a massive shout out as well for that awesome video that you did with Anan as always. The VeVe of VeVe, the Omi Olympics, I think it was. Mate, hilarious. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. If you guys haven't seen it yet, check it out. And also, Tony VeVe NFT Comics also says dukkencuvva Vault Value app is how you mint, hunt, and find who holds. Okay, so saying like the what's it? Vault Value is another one that you can use to find out.
Well, that's handy because I knew that existed, but I thought it was dead. But then I saw a tweet today from I can't remember who runs that, but I saw a tweet today from them saying that they got in touch with Mitch, and there's something going on. There's no like official like link between VeVe and them. Like you don't have to link your VeVe account with them or anything, but they do have something going on in the background that's going to keep that alive. I thought it was dead, so I never even bothered looking, but now I will.
Okay.
Yeah, there was VeVe Values, VeVe Vault.
Right. Yeah, that's the one.
So, yeah, and that one he was locked out to the information. But VeVe Vault, I think I don't think, maybe I'm mistaken, but I think that was the app that can you can subscribe for like a couple of bucks a month, and you will get notifications via Telegram. So if you're looking for a mint number, let's say 616. Then you just get a message on your telephone like, hey, there's one popping up on the market now. So that is amazing.
Nice. Get it now. Do it.
Do it. Get to the
That's it. Love it. Get to the StackR. Very cool. Where's my thing going? I was looking at something. Where's it going? That's what I was looking at. Vegan Things also posted a link to the Discord. So the community extravaganza we were talking about before. There is a link for it in the comment section as well if you want to go check it out. So yeah, thanks for that, Vegan Things for posting that. It says it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 4, 5, 6. So what? Another hour or two, I think, if my times are correct.
What time is it for you now, Osman?
Right now, for me, at this very moment, it is 9:56 p.m.
All right, so you're an hour behind me then. Fair enough.
That's right. So yeah, so not doing too bad. We're getting along. So let's see what else have we got on my talking points. So that basically covers everything there. We covered the VeVe drops, big community shout outs. Yeah, so like I said, guys, like I said before, this is Web V Weekends episode 43, where we just basically chill out, talk about all things basically collecting, fandom, whether that be physical, digital, go Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Disney. We're all for it. Like, if you're into film, TV, all different types of fandom and like to nerd out, then this is the space for you. And like I say always, if you want to come up at any point during the show, say hi, say a few words, tell us a little bit about your collecting experience on whatever platform that may be, you're more welcome to do so. Or if you want to just post stuff in the comments, and that's totally cool as well. Like, I do my best to try and read them out when and where I can. But if you just want to chill in the background, listen to the conversations, you're more than welcome to do so as well. Like I say, just appreciate everyone taking the time out of your busy day to come and chill in the space with us. Much appreciated. Now, what else have I got here? I got a little bit of actually before we carry on. Doctor or Josh, is there anything you guys want to talk about before we move on? Oh, say it.
No, I'm good at the moment.
All good. So, what about you, Doctor? Is there anything you wanted to touch on or talk about?
Not in particular, man. We're definitely covering all the bases pretty well.
What's up, Robo and Chris?
I'm also over in Discord. It's a little thing going on over there with Hanano and D.
Oh, is that happening now? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have every intention to get to that space, but I will do it as soon as I wrap up this one. So
yep.
Just let them know I will be there.
I got you.
Oh yeah. Yes, D, I can hear you.
It allowed me.
No, very cool. All right, well then, in that case, let's move over to maybe a little bit of film and TV news, because there's a couple of things going on over there. So this is probably the big one if you're a gamer. We've got Star Wars Outlaws is apparently coming out on the 30th of this month, I believe. So that is the end of this week. That looks really good. Looks amazing. Has anyone seen it? Anyone familiar with it?
Yeah, it looks interesting. I just hope it's not going to be another what's it called, Starfield, or the newer game that got released as well by Bethesda.
Yeah, that's the one. They sort of like had like mass amounts of hype, and then sort of like sort of fell flat a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing over and over again with all the RPG games. It's to level up your character, you just accept quests, you complete the quest and bring them back to whoever you got the quest from, and then you just rinse and repeat that exact cycle over and over and over again. And that's what Starfield is. So I hope there's more to the game than that. And but yeah, it looks good. Graphics look good. Open world. So it's like space games are really hard to kind of nail down. So we'll see when it comes out, I guess.
So there's that. We've also got the new Terminator animes coming out very, very shortly. That's scheduled for release on the 29th, which I believe is next. So this coming Thursday, and that's a Netflix series, and that looks really, really good. So has anyone seen that? Anyone looking forward to it?
I don't have Netflix, so
you might have to get Netflix now.
Yeah, maybe. No, I only have HBO and Disney.
Right.
And I think I'm going to cancel HBO because I never watch it.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. But yeah, no, they've got a new it's called Terminator Zero. It's like I said, it's on Netflix, and it's I'm not sure how many episodes it is, but it's a TV series full on like old school anime style, and it looks really, really good. So stay tuned for that one because that's coming in. What else is there? Oh yeah, there's not a little bit of fun news. I was also reading that apparently James Spader is going to be returning as the voice of Ultron in the new Vision series. So I thought that was pretty cool to hear, considering he hasn't really sort of done much since he was the voice of Ultron in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, he is amazing. I saw it this afternoon as well. He is amazing, absolutely. But he's also the comedy actor, right? He's in The Office and what else was he in? So he's really funny. He's a very serious actor, but he also has this weird personas he's always play. And I'm afraid now that every time I'm gonna see Ultron, I'm gonna see him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
so
no.
I think it would have been better for me if I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, well, I mean, like James Spader, like he's done all sorts of cool stuff throughout his career. Like, and the other one that really stands out for me is the original Stargate, where he played Daniel Jackson.
Oh man, I have to rewatch that then.
Yeah, right.
That is so cool. Sometimes you have an actor, and then you watch some older movies, and you're like, man, I never knew he was in there. That is so cool.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like the original Stargate, like Kurt Russell's, like I said, James Spader. Yeah, but I thought, oh, yeah, wow, what was that? That must be like mid-90s or something off the top of my head. Oh, I've to look that up now. I'm interested.
I did watch the TV show, but that was with MacGyver, right?
That's right. Yeah, with Richard Dean Anderson.
Oh man, those were the days, man. He had
the days.
MacGyver, Stargate, he had Airwolf. Oh,
yeah, and all the good stuff.
Oh man, we need Airwolf on VeVe.
Did you guys just say James Spader is the voice of Ultron?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I didn't know that. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify. That's really weird.
Did that just click for you?
I didn't know that. You just said it. And I was like, what?
No, it's true.
Really?
Yeah, no, look it up.
Yeah. I mean, I believe you. I don't need to look it up, but okay, that's weird.
Yeah, so now every time you see Ultron, you see him. that was my point.
Yeah, I remember James Spader also did another really good one as well. He also did Boston Legal? I think it was another good one with him in there.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Oh, that was such a good show. Oh man, with what's his name again?
William Shatner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what a boss! What a boss!
That's what he was. Danny Crane, wasn't he? That's it.
Amazing show.
I know, like was it William Shatner would just walk around just going, Danny Crane. Just enough said. But yeah, but no, what's it? Spader's also does some other cool stuff. So he was also in the Blacklist as well, which is another very good TV show. I haven't watched any of it, but it got a lot of critical acclaim. Another one that I thought was really it's kind of weird. Like, but back in the day, he was in one called was it called The Secretary with Maggie Gyllenhaal. Is it Maggie Gyllenhaal? Yes, it was. Yeah, Maggie Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal's sister. And that was a bit of a weird one. But yeah, no, he's done all sorts of cool stuff throughout his career. So that was all my talking points. What else did I have? Oh yeah, they got the trailer for the new Lord of the Rings. It actually looks like an animated movie. It's called War of the Rohirrim. So if you're a Lord of the Rings fan and an anime fan, you will definitely be loving that one because that looks pretty good. Has anyone seen that one at all or familiar with it?
I don't know it, but I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan.
There you go. Yeah, you might be interested in this one then. Yeah, so it's called War of the Rohirrim. So I think it's
War of the Rohirrim.
Yeah,
okay.
so I think it's supposed to be set like 100 years before the events of Lord of the Rings.
As long as it's nothing like that War of the Rings series, then I'm in.
Right. Is that the one that's airing on Amazon at the moment?
I think it's called War of the Rings, something like that Disney thing that they put out.
Okay.
Don't bother with it, mate.
Yeah, because there's the Rings of Power, I think, is on Amazon at the moment.
Oh, that's it. Rings of Power.
Yeah,
that's the one.
I haven't watched it. I mean, it looks visually, it looks very, very pretty, but I've been told like story-wise it's a little all over the place.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, there you go. Enough said.
I had that with Willow. You know, that movie.
Willow.
Yeah, that was good, man. That was good. That was George Lucas' attempt for sort of a Lord of the Rings kind of movie, right? And I love that movie, man. I was a kid, of course. Yeah, what was his name again? General Kyle, the one with the skull.
Yeah, the Kale.
Oh man, he was scary as shit.
I know, yeah, man. I was just like, whoa, man, like this guy's like badass. He's like the Kurgan from Highlander.
Yeah, and then Warwick Davis is his name, right?
Or Wicket, whichever one you want to go with.
Yeah. But he's a fun actor, man. He did that Ricky Gervais show, Life is Too Short. You should definitely watch that one.
Oh
so
yeah.
I was really looking forward to that series, Willow. But I watched the first 10 minutes or something, and I just turned it off. And then later I heard it was cancelled or something.
Yeah,
or
it lasted one series, and then they canned it after that.
But all the episodes was all the episodes on there? Because I don't know. They took it off completely. Right?
I think they did. Yeah, I mean, like they had the whole lot there at one point, and then I think it sort of lasted a little while, and then I think they pulled it from Disney Plus after a while.
Yeah, that is insane. They just completely took it off. Nah. Anyway, that's a shame of a very good movie or fun movie. It's a fun movie.
Yeah. But another one that we were talking about on Web V Wednesdays is that looks really good. Is if anyone's familiar with the series Love, Death, and Robots, there's a new one being aired on I think it's on the 10th of December. That's coming up. It's called Secret Level, and it's basically it's kind of like a Love, Death, and Robots animatrix sort of setup. So it's like 15 short stories with amazing graphics, and they're also more focused on gaming projects. So you got the likes of Warhammer, Armored Core, God of War. I think there was some other Mega Man was in there as well. So that one looks really, really good, and I'm quite excited to see where that one goes. I think it's being aired on Netflix, I think. But yeah, has anyone seen that one at all or familiar with it? I'll take that as a no.
Never heard
of it. Yeah, Google it. It's called Secret Level. Pretty sure that's right. Secret Level.
I'll check it out. I'm not much of a gamer these days, but I used to be a big gamer. So, that sounds like it's kind of right up my alley. And I dig the Animatrix. I mean, come on.
Oh, mate, the Animatrix, when that came out, back in the day, it was revolutionary. I remember, that one short story, the Final Flight of the Osiris, that was
amazing.
Oh, mate, it's just oh my god, it's so good.
It's funny because my daughter is really into anime and manga, and I wanted to watch the Animatrix, but to get what it is, you have to watch the Matrix first. So I sat down and watched it with her the other day. Oh man, these special effects are just horrible. Why do they need a landline to connect?
I know, it's just landline. It's it's connected to the wall. What is this?
How is there a phone in the middle of the street like that?
Exactly. Kids today.
That was pretty
Kids
fun.
today.
So yeah, no, Animatrix is the next one I'm going to hit her with, man. She's going to love
Mm.
that now that she knows the story.
But yeah, but no, if you get a chance, yeah, look up Secret Level, because yeah, like I said, it's done in like the gaming style, but I mean, like I said, it's got the likes of like Warhammer, so you got like Space Marines tearing things up. I think it's airing on Prime, and yeah, there's also the likes of like there's like what I say, Mega Man, there's Armored Core, there's God of Wars in there as well. Have you seen any of Love, Death and Robots?
Never heard
No,
of it.
that's another one you might want to look up. But like, if you like the Animatrix, then you'll love these sort of things. And it's just think of it like the Animatrix, but the animation is like so much better.
Death, Love, and Robots, you
Yeah,
said.
that's the one.
All right, I'll suss it out.
Yeah, and also maybe the episode in Love, Death, and Robots, the episode where you had that woman in the water.
Yo, no spoilers, man. Come on, haven't looked at it yet.
But yeah, I know what you're getting at, and yeah, that one in particular was particularly disturbing. I'll go with that.
Yeah, but I don't know how the episode is called, but it's a very good one. Check it out.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it's like sort of midway through, but yeah, that particular short was like really good. But yeah, so I think that's about all I had on my talking points. So yeah, that basically covers all my film and TV news at the moment. Like I said, we covered Alien Romulus a little bit earlier on in the show. What else have I been watching lately? Nothing really. So yeah, no, like I said, yeah. Sorry, go on.
I did see it. It's the Chibaro. You should watch the Chibaro. If you watch one, Chibaro.
Is that the name of the episode? Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Search for it.
Yeah.
Chibaro. If you want to have an impression how good it is, check out the Chibaro episode.
Oh, there you go. All right then. So yeah, I think that's more or less everything that's on my talking points. Was there anything else anyone wanted to talk about or cover?
Well, next week we're getting Alien Spheres
Yes.
event. Insane.
Okay, now we're talking. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I did it for you, man. I did it for you.
I know. I nearly forgot. Thanks for that. Yeah, no. Again, that's one that I picked up this week. In the VeVe Comics. I picked up Black Panther versus Predator, and yeah, I actually had a chance to sit down and read the thing for a change, and yeah, really good comic. Really. Oh man, has anyone else read it before I get into it?
Nope.
Nope.
But I'm curious.
Yeah, no. It's story wise, it's basically like it's sort of set the stage, like where they basically want to go to Wakanda for the same reason everyone else wants to go to Wakanda, because they want their vibranium. It's a sort of like a story like there's like two brothers, like two predator brothers basically fighting for like dominion. One of them is basically the father hands down a spear which is made of vibranium, and that son, he gives it to one son. That son uses it to overcome the other son, and then that son's like, I'm so weak and puny, but I want to, I basically want the shiny spear that's made of vibranium. So I'm going to try and work out where it came from, and I'm going to try and make one of my own. So he basically gets his little hunting party together. They head over to Wakanda, and they basically want to crash their party, saying, look, I just want to come in, just do my thing and just steal all your vibranium and have a good time doing it.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, right? Is it in our universe, or is it a separate universe? Or is it now? Yeah,
I will say it's in I don't know. It's kind of like a little bit hazy. I'm going to go just with a separate universe just to be safe.
Yeah.
But
it's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is definitely the artwork is really good. The story is interesting. It's compelling. I think it's a series I'm going to keep following. And yeah, the only other comic I picked up other than that was the Wolverine Revenge one.
Right. I haven't read it. I don't read a lot of Wolverine solo. I mean, he's everywhere, isn't he?
Oh,
but
yeah.
is it good?
It's I don't know. It's a little bit weird, to be honest. I mean, I'm trying to. I mean, it's not one that I'm probably going to continue myself. I just thought I'd pick it up because it's the first one. It's written by Jonathan Hickman, who's getting like a lot of hype because he seems to be everywhere.
Is
at the
that
moment.
one Hickman as well?
That one's
Hickman.
That's right.
Jesus.
Yeah, because Hickman wrote this Aliens versus Avengers one too.
Yeah. That was my next point. Yeah. So, Aliens vs Avengers, and I was like, this is a bit gimmicky, right?
Yeah.
And it was already a couple of weeks ago that we talked about it, because I remember Sleeping was here as well.
Yeah,
and then,
because Sleeping mentioned it, or I think someone mentioned it, and I was like, really? Oh.
Yeah, and everyone was like, wait, what? Does Hickman do it? So,
yeah.
They got the alrighty. So they obviously have some kind of plans with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like right now, I'm just looking at it here on the Marvel drops calendar. So it says here, Aliens versus Avengers 2024 number 1. Aliens and Avengers face off, and it's all led to this. The xenomorphs reach Earth. The perfect organism meets a planet of superheroes. Who will be first to fall? Legendary collaborators Jonathan Hickman and, oh God, I can't say this, but I'm going to try. Esad Ribic cut loose in his 4-part epic, unmissable for Marvel and Alien fans alike. So yeah, it sounds like the aliens have come to Earth. They're taking on the Avengers and probably everyone else they can get their hands on. I want to see who gets face hugged. I want to see chest bursters popping out. Hey, if we get some of these superheroes like face hugged and chest bursts, we're going to have some super powered xenomorphs. That's going to be very interesting.
Oh yeah, man, that's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe I should catch up on my Aliens lore then. Yeah,
actually,
it's gonna be cool, man.
Just on that subject as well, we do also have I think it's, I'm not sure if it's a prequel or a spin-off story of Alien Romulus has got a comic coming as well. I'm not sure where, but I know there's one in the works, and apparently it is coming to the VeVe Comics app, from what I hear. So very, very cool. But anyway, guys, let me know out there as well, guys. If there's any comics you guys have been picking up, if there's any comics anyone's been interested in lately, anything worth reading, any recommendations, like let me know. Just because, yeah, all for it. Like I always keep saying, guys, if you want to come up and talk at any point during the show, write a comment in the comment section. It's all there and available for you to use as you will. And again, guys, a big thank you for everyone who's been sticking with us so far. So right now it's we're getting into the last 20 minutes of the show, but yeah, so far it's been a great show, great conversation. We've covered all things going from the Aliens drops today to the Little Prince. So we've been talking about the film Romulus, Alien Romulus, bit of film talk, speculation, so a little bit of VeVe stuff. It's been fun, been very, very chill, relaxed episode. Love it.
On film talk,
yeah.
I posted today. There's one that I want. There's one that I just got to have. And if you're a collector who's like into those like fan bases, we got to have Army of Darkness, man.
Yes, I did see that. Yes, we
saw that.
We need some Ash on the platform.
We've got to have Ash.
A bit of Bruce Campbell, F.A. Bruce Campbell. That would be amazing. Like, just having in like he's like full glory, like with the chainsaw and the boomstick, and I know. But what sort of pose should he be in? Is a good question. Like, do we want it from Evil Dead 2, or do it from Army of Darkness, like Evil Dead 3? He might stand.
Well, I mean, they've already got the figurines out, and I mean, there's that beautiful statue that I posted a photo of today. Right. I want that in 3D on VeVe. It'd be amazing.
What about if we get an animated collectible on VeVe?
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Him spinning his boomstick around saying, Ash, sportswear.
That's it.
Something like that, like Shop Smart, Shop S-Smart.
That's it. Or just very less just like spinning the shotgun and just holding up and goes, "This is my boomstick."
Oh, it's good. It's a must-have. You got to have it.
Yeah, or even it's just with the first appearance of Bruce Campbell, just Bruce Campbell alone would be awesome. Because that's another guy who's done so many cool roles throughout his career.
It's one of those things where you can't do a remake. I mean, they got the new Beetlejuice coming out. Thank God they've got Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice. Because how do you fill that role without Michael Keaton? You can't do it.
No.
Bruce Campbell's one of them.
Very, very. I mean, in saying that, I know they did have the remake of Evil Dead, come out a little while ago, and to be fair, that actually was pretty good. But I mean, it would have been better if Bruce Campbell was in. I mean, Bruce Campbell did have his time when they came back and did the Ash versus the Evil Dead TV show.
which I still haven't seen. I haven't seen those new Evil Dead films
Oh, really?
either. Just because it doesn't have Bruce Campbell in it, it doesn't have that sort of like comical aspect to it. But the one thing that will make me watch it is that it's made by the original writers of the film.
That's very true. Yeah.
So they said that it's what they wanted to make, but in like 1980 whatever when it came out, that wasn't possible. So I'll check it out.
Yeah, definitely check them out if you can. Yeah, because when did that come out? Good question. Because Army of Darkness came out in '92, just because I'm looking at it right now, and yeah, wow, the original Evil Dead came out in '81. But yeah, the TV show is Ash versus the Evil Dead, and there's it's 30 episodes, so there's a few to them. But yeah, it's very entertaining and very comical.
I've heard of it and I've seen a couple of clips and that, but I don't know, man. It just like the whole idea of it just feels like a spin-off to me. Even if it's got Bruce Campbell in it, still just I don't know. It just feels like a spin-off. It's not the Evil Dead series.
No. I mean, like, for me, like Evil Dead, like is like Evil Dead 2, the original, is probably like the best one, and then getting into Army of Darkness is probably like a close second.
Oh, I love them all. What are you waiting for, man? I'm waiting for Evil Dead and Conan. What are you waiting for?
Ooh, Conan, now that's a good one. Well, everyone obviously knows I'm waiting for Predator. I want Predator on the app. So, I mean, like I said, we've got all the aliens dropped, so Predator's only a matter of time. But next to Predator, I would say Terminator would definitely be the next in line. I want to see like a full-on, like, Terminator, exoskeleton, like, T-1000, T-800. That's it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely see that in all its glory, along like with a T-1000. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Like first appearance Robert Patrick. That'd be cool. Going back to aliens. I mean, I would love to see because we had this discussion on Web V Weekends. Like, I want to see some of the colonial marines, some of the vehicles. Like, let's get some power loaders, some APCs, drop ships, all that sort of stuff. But me in particular, there is one that I do want to see on there, and I totally forgot about this. I totally missed it out. Is like because we were talking about, let's see some of the weapons like the pulse rifles, smart guns, flamethrowers. But the one I really want to see, which I reckon be creepy as hell, is a motion tracker.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Can you just imagine a motion tracker and it's like a doot 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 doot, like that.
You know what? Concerning these alien drops. It really does stick in my craw that they're not animated. That really sticks in my craw. They should have been. At least one of them should have been. I think they all should have been. I mean, the egg just opening up with a little, sound effect. Yep. We saw, I don't know if it was a D23 or wherever, but there was somebody who posted a video that was unrelated to VeVe, where they had a screen with an AR, like face plant, whatever it is, face crawler, whatever they're called. It was drivable, and the guy was driving it around the audience and stuff. Why don't we have that?
Nah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That bugs me.
Yeah, I mean, I do admit, like like I said, we said this on Wednesday, like saying like it would be nice to see like the eggs, like with a little bit of animation, like at the very minimum, just like opening, maybe like a little bit of, like slithering action from the inside of it, or what was it? There was another one like with the face huggers, maybe have like like a on the inside have like the little what do I call it? The little tube thing, maybe come in and out or something like that. Just like,
even if it just whips its tail around or something,
that'd be good.
Just something,
Yeah, I mean, because we do have like very minimal animation on like the xenomorph, which is cool. But I think that goes back to what we were saying before. I know if you want that kind of level of animation, then you sort of like gotta like sacrifice detail or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, look at the Wolverines. They're pretty high quality detail-wise, and they're animated. I mean, why can't we have the Xenomorph? Even if it's just in the same pose, breathing like it is, but then you tap on it and then the little, doobie comes out of its mouth.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Just saying.
Yeah, no. All very, very valid points. I know. What about you, Josh, Richard, Sven? So you guys got anything you want to add to it? But what are you guys waiting for?
Well, X-Men, of course.
That's it. Need more X-Men.
Yeah, because we hardly have any. We got Storm, we got Magneto, we got Professor X, and then you got a Deadpool, and I'm really counting that one because it's a Christmas thing.
Oh yeah, they need to fix that.
Yeah, and what I mentioned just earlier, Airwolf, the helicopter. You know Airwolf?
I know of Airwolf. I haven't actually watched any Airwolf, but I know of it.
Oh, it was huge back then, man.
I love Deadpool.
Yeah, Airwolf was amazing. So it was just as big as the A-Team and all the other shows. Oh yeah, man. I want to have that one. That the helicopter. What else?
Okay, had like an advanced battle helicopter. So was he like the Knight Rider of helicopters? Was he?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
All right.
Yeah, man. Cool. Pew, 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 pew.
Okay. Yeah, just reading here. It says like, as part of a deal with an intelligence agency to look for his missing brother, a renegade pilot goes on a mission with an advanced battle helicopter. Oh, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I want to have that one. Maybe all those 80s and early 90s shows. Why not? Well, yeah. Yeah, well, so we already have Knight Rider. You got Airwolf.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something with a MacGyver kind of thing. We already have Stargate.
Yeah, true.
So,
Yeah.
What about Transformers? Where the rights of the Transformers?
I think
Dino Riders, man. Dino Riders.
Dino Riders, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Dino
Yeah.
Riders. Now we're talking.
Yeah, awesome.
What's the name of that guy?
Awesome stuff.
I mean, there's been a long time since I've heard that name.
Yeah, and Musk. Do you know Musk? That show.
I had every
Mask, yeah.
single vehicle from the Mask show, like the toys of them. I had them all.
Yeah, that one was cool, man.
And how about, look, you know what? Look, I'll be happy with the real original Voltron and the real original Astro Boy. Give me those.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So I'm just going back to Dino Riders. I was just brought it up like online, looking. Oh yeah, the Warlock. Oh yeah, that's right. Krulos and his Raelions, the human Valeria. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I remember I had a few of these toys back in the day as well.
And that show Cops. And they call me Bulletproof.
Cops.
You know that one?
Was it called Cops?
With the long shot.
Okay, so Cops.
Cops.
I'm
Yeah, it was
not.
Cops.
I'm not familiar. Oh yeah. 88 animated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
That was badass.
No,
That was badass.
I haven't seen that one. No, I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, that was the Saturday morning. You had Cops, and then all the other shows, Transformers, Dino Riders, Masters of the Universe. Yeah, man, it was awesome.
Nah, nice. There you go, guys. If anyone's out there listening in the audience and want to chuck a comment in there as well, feel free. Let us know what would you like to see on the app. What would you like to see?
Samurai Pizza Cats.
Samurai Pizza Cats. I want to see Biker Mice from Mars. That'd be a good one.
Oh yeah, but Vinny was my favorite.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah, and the villain was called Limburg. That's a province in the Netherlands, and he stinks like cheese.
Oh really? Yeah. What about you? What about you, Josh? Is there anything that you'd like to see come to VeVe or any other platform?
Oh gosh, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh was a big one for me. And then I'd probably say the bigger movies like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. Oh gosh. Bunch of car companies. I'm a big car guy, so the McLarens, the Ferraris, but yeah, those types of things.
Yeah, very cool. Oh,
There's another thing I'd love to see.
Yeah.
You're a big car guy. I'm a big plane guy. And the community for collecting model aircraft is massive of all age groups. If they start releasing aircraft, I'll buy every single one they put out.
yeah, that.
If they do that with the model planes, you know what would be cool? If they do in a whole series, and then each time you buy one on drop, you get a like a special piece, and then after 10 drops or something, you can you have this special model plane that is very scarce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a whole the collect the pieces thing, like you used to with the old action figures and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be a cool thing to do.
Now, I can see something like that.
E17 Flying Fortress in the VeVe-verse, killer.
Actually, that could be a good one. Like just going back to vehicles, like if we get like there's like some helicarriers or something like that, like shield helicarriers. That could be fun. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, it's coming up on 10:30 here at night here in the UK. It is getting rather late, so we'll need to start wrapping up the space because there is actually another space I do need to be attending to very, very shortly. But yeah, this has been fun, guys. Like I said, it's been a nice, chill one. It's been fantastic conversation, just ranging from all things VeVe and collecting and fandom related. So we've covered things like from the aliens drops, like from what we want to see on VeVe to some of the coming drops and comics and collectibles and stuff. Actually, there was one comic that is coming that we forgot to mention is we got the what's it called, X-Force #1, which is 1991, which is the first X-Force ongoing series. And it's kind of cool. I mean, like the artwork looks good, but that is going to be $6.99, and that is a 5K edition comic as well. So that's dropping on Wednesday, I believe. Thursday. But yeah. Again, guys. Again, big thank you for everyone who's taking the time out of your busy day to come and chill in the space with us and listen with us from start to finish. Appreciate you guys taking the time to listen in, and a big thank you to all our speakers here for this episode. Big thank you to Josh, Richard, dukkencuvva, Sven, and Doctor, who's had to be elsewhere, but that's totally cool. And if anyone else is taking the time to drop in and say hi. Oh, I see. Orange Bag Lady, thanks for dropping in. Sorry, we're just starting to close things out. But if anyone is out there in the audience and wants to say hi, say a few words, you're more than welcome to do so. I can leave the space open just for a minute or two if you want to come and say hi, say a few words. But if not, that's totally cool. Like I said, just appreciate everyone taking the time to listen in. So yeah, Josh, was there anything you want to close us out with, or say anything before we start closing out?
Nothing in particular. I had a couple of things in mind, but I'm going to save them for next show. I don't think today's show is the kind of time and place for it. Like you said, today's show is a little chill. So, but thanks for everyone for stopping by. And yeah, don't really have much to say other than we'll catch you guys on Wednesday.
So yeah, I think there's some other spaces or something going on, but there's sometimes that's how it goes. But all good. Richard, thanks for dropping in, mate. Anything you want to leave us with before we start closing out?
Yeah, we were talking about the snake game earlier on the Nokia.
Oh yeah.
I'm originally from Rotterdam, and the big telephone provider in the Netherlands. On the head office, you could play the snake game on their skyscraper building back then. That was super awesome.
Oh, wicked!
Yeah. So when people played on a Nokia, I played it on an actual building.
Oh, that is so cool.
Awesome. Yeah. So thank you very much for the space, man. It was really cool, really chill. It was really nice. Thank you, and everyone.
Yeah, no worries, man. My pleasure. dukkencuvva. So again, thanks for dropping in, mate. And anything you want to leave us with before we start closing out?
Nothing in particular other than just thanks for letting me up, and it's always nice to hear an Aussie accent. Don't get to hear it that often, so
yeah, same here, mate. Yeah, like I appreciate the little taste of home from time to time.
And cheers for the advice. I think it was Xhibition that was talking about StackR and all that. Yeah. So thanks for all that insight.
Yeah, thanks for that, Rich. I think I might have to check out StackR myself because it sounds like it might be a very underutilized tool. And Sven, anything you want to leave with, mate?
No, the only thing I was thinking about that we used to collect all those things like marbles and all those kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think your kids on the school still do that, or they're not allowed to do it anymore? We cannot send them items to the school because they will get taken away. Or is it in England different?
What do you mean, like?
Do you think?
What do you mean? What like collecting things or like trading things at school?
Yeah, yeah. They always in the school where my kid goes, they say you cannot do that. You cannot bring those things because they start fighting. But in our good old days, we could bring our marbles and our things to school, flippos, Pokemon cards, and yeah, we had some fights every now and then. But it made us able to see the value of things, trade things. So I think it was a good thing. But these days, I think it's gone, that kind of trading. Maybe that's the reason VeVe doesn't want us to trade.
Yeah, well,
But that was something to consider.
yeah. Well, I mean,
there
like,
was something on my mind.
yeah. I mean, I personally haven't seen in the school systems for ages. So whether that is like a school rule or it's just like falling out of maybe it's not cool anymore according to the kids. But I have no idea, to be honest. But I would definitely look into that because like my kids are just entering the school system. So yeah, I'd be very curious to know.
Yeah, it would be something to look at and maybe see. We used to be able to bring things to school, but these days, at least at the school where my kid goes, it's not done anymore.
Yeah, and it was great for the kids too. It was like teaching like commerce and economics is like 101. It was great.
Yeah, I lost my Charizard there for some other cards, and it was a hard lesson, but it gives you some backbone.
Yeah, that's true. Like I learned a lot. I know from the days of, like trading marbles and like Pokemon cards and basketball cards and stuff like that. Like yeah, you learn the value of things. You learn like what games are rigged and what aren't. It's like yeah, it was a really good experience back in the day. They definitely should bring it in for the kids. They'd love it.
Yeah, agree with that. That's the end of my talk for today.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess on that note, guys, I guess we'll start closing out. On that note, guys, so yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been stuck with us from start to finish. Big thank you to everyone who's taken the time to speak in the space. So again, big thank you to my co-host Josh, Collectors Gone Digital. It's been a fantastic chilled space. We covered all sorts of things, basically from the VeVe drops to coming VeVe drops to some of the comics on VeVe Comics platform. A bit of film and TV talk and a bit of cool stuff in between. And yeah, big thank you to everyone who's been listening in the background. I've seen the likes of Dr. Rox has been with us, Omi Juan has been with us, Omar, Orange Baglays has jumped in, but thank you again for joining in. King Nino's been with us, Davo's been listening in the background as well, mate. Notorious Moonboy's been with us, Mpax, I see you as well, mate. Richard, also check out Richard's cybersecurity challenge as well, like over on Superstar Money's Discord channel. He's running his, I believe it's still going. Just trying to make everyone a bit more aware about cybersecurity, and he's got a bit of a giveaway going as well. So check out the Superstars channel and Discord, and for more details on that, or if you want to know more about it, just message Richard directly. I'm sure he'll fix you up with it. Ronnie Lyle's with us, and also I see Hollywood listening in the background as well. I think it's Prop. So Prop, thanks for dropping in, mate. Appreciate you taking the time. And on that note, guys, yeah, so I want to say big thank you, big shout out to the Web V Collective as well, which is what these spaces are brought to you by, which is just a collectors group of us wanting to come together to just create a space where we could basically just geek out and just talk about all things physical, digital, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, whatever you're into, we're all for it. Film, TV, all different levels of fandom. As long as you like to geek out and you're kind and courteous and cool to chill with you, we're more than happy to have you. And on that note, guys, so yeah, I'm going to close out because I got to be somewhere. But again, this has been our Web V Weekends, episode 43. I've been your host, Osman Collect 63. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and we'll talk more soon.